All right, what's up, you guys? All right, so here's the deal. Couple of important announcements. Number one, a lot of you guys I know are interested in trading in the futures market, and I think I'm gonna start posting a couple of live trades about trading in the futures for you guys, so you can see me doing it, and maybe that'll help you out. And then we do have something big that we're working on for those who are interested in trading in the futures market. Okay, the futures market is so easy; it's just stupid easy. Number two, let's go over the thumbnail because I did change the format. And so I want to kind of show you guys. I did post this for you, those who are uh, in some of my private groups. So let me share my screen and you guys can see this for yourself. So let's go to screen number two and I can show you why I posted the thumbnails the way I did. So I sent this out to everybody so they can see, okay, so this is the weekly results, which I'm gonna bump up the lot size on here. This is the oil and silver, and you can see for the week, this is what we did, 12.59.25. And then for the indices copier, which you see I have to move my lot size up on the oil and silver because I'm using a bigger lot size on the indices copier. And you see we did, this is for the week, 26.623.20. And then let's see here. Gold has been very, very sketchy, so I'm just not fooling around with it. And that's because of the Trump situation. Not saying I agree or disagree with what he's doing, but based on what he's doing, it's impacting the markets. And the first thing when we go to the charts, I'm going to go to gold and show you what I mean. I do believe gold is going to continue up to the top, but right now it's in a very, very choppy consolidatory pattern because it's never been at this level before. And every time it breaks to a new high, it drops right back down. So it's kind of really, really tough to trade the gold market. So there was a loss this week of 335 on that. Okay, so just showing transparency as to why I did the thumbnail the way I did. All right, so let's get to the charts. And the first thing I'm going to go to, as you can see on the ocean wave, it's gold. If I go to the 4 hour, you can see it's been on a non-stop up and down battle, just going in a constant upwards projection. Same thing with the 1 hour. 30-minute, and you can see this choppiness that I'm talking about right here. And then it did another breakout to a next level. So this is what's going on. So now going to the 15-minute, we see that it was in a choppy pattern. Chop, 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 chop. And then towards the end of the week, it broke out. Why? Because we're coming close to April 2nd, which is where when a lot of the tariffs are going to kick into place, which is in another 2 or 3 days. And so therefore, I do believe that it's going to still continue to break up and create new highs. That's my projection. But will it do some more chop, chop, chop along the way? I believe it can do that. I believe it can. But looking at this pattern right here, I really think that this is going to create this baseline right here or support. Bop, 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 bop. See how it's bouncing, bop, 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 and it may come back down, retest, and then bounce all the way back up and create a new high. So this is what I'm looking at from the ocean wave standpoint, that this thing, I'm still looking at more highs, more buy trades to the upside. But let's go to this one over here, my Simplicity Sexy Analyst. And right here, you'll see where the problem exists. Okay, here's the problem. See this chop, 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 this window of choppiness? This is where you get caught, okay? And this is from the 4 hour time frame. So if you reduce it down to the 15-minute, you can clearly see this little chop box right here, okay? And that's where the problem is. So it's making gold really, really tough to trade because, oops, I didn't mean to grab you. Give me a second, y'all. Get out of here. I'm on the horizontal. All right, so we have that box right there. So you see that framework, okay? And this is making it choppy, very, very choppy, okay? Up and down, up and down, up and down. So the reason this is happening because it's creating new highs and it's creating levels it's never been to ever before, ever. It's never been to these levels before. Let me go to a blank chart and I'll show you guys that. Okay, so here's where it is on the 4 hour time frame. No, 15 minutes. Sorry, it's showing 4 hour with this thing. I can't get it corrected, but this is the 15 minutes. So as you can see right here, if I had to choose, and you see it's stuck in between this fib levels, but if I had to choose, it's going to do a breakout in my opinion. Okay, but here it is from the 4 hour time frame. And normally when we see this pattern here, where it's retesting these levels, normally we say, you get ready for a drop. Okay. But this time I can't really say that because as you can see from the daily, look what happened, okay? It's creating constant breakups, Okay, this is a weekly and this is a monthly. So you can see it's never had ever been to this level. And this is going all the way back to 2016. So you can see that there's never been a time where this thing has ever been at this level before. Okay, ever, 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 ever. So nobody knows what really to expect. But again, if I had to choose, I'm just going to say, hey, get prepared for it to go higher. Why? Not because of its pattern itself, but because of the panic. Not patterns, but panic. And that's what makes gold very, very difficult to trade because it's an emotional currency. People trade it when they're in fear, they buy it. When they feel confident, they buy stocks and then they drop gold. So we'll see how things go. But again, looking at this constant right here, but it's not breaking down and dropping. So looking at this pattern here, I'm assuming that we're going to keep going to the upside. Okay. All right. So that's gold. Let's get on with some other things. Let's keep it moving. Let me get to the news real quick for you guys too. And you guys can take a screenshot of this if you want. So here's the news that's coming up for the week that you should be paying attention to. Now, again, if you attended my class last week, I told you what times I look at trades, and some of this stuff is just not going to bother you anyway because it's going to be outside of the trading hours that we actually get into trades looking in the markets. So at this point, it really doesn't matter. Actually, am I sharing my screen? Let me make sure I'm sharing the screen. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Good, good, good. Okay, so you guys are seeing what I'm saying. So bottom line is, I told you guys my trading times. If you want to know, just come to class on Wednesday. Okay. But bottom line is, here's the top ones you need to be worried about. That's the Euro CPI numbers, customer inflation numbers, and also just general inflation. You have the interest rates for the AUD, and then you have several areas of Europe which they call the European Union, kind of like the United States, but they actually break it up into unions. So you have the CPI for other sections of Europe and their inflation numbers. And here's going to be the big one that's coming out on Friday for us here in the US that you need to worry about. And that is NFP, which is right here, non-farm payroll. Okay. So that's going to be the mover and shaker on this weekend. But again, most of these you'll bypass if you trade during the hours I told you to for certain pairs. Okay. All right, so let's get out of that and let's move on to what I want to look at, which is what am I actually going to keep my eyeballs on for this week, me personally. And I gave you guys some heads up on some trades, and some people take heed and they make money, and some people just don't listen. And that's fine. It's up to you. But if you're going to come here, at least keep your eyes on the things I'm telling you. All right, so here I always start with the 4 hour time frame, and let's just roll through it. And we can also take a glance here at the ocean wave starting on the 30 minute. All right, this is in chop chop. Doesn't know what it wants to do. Okay. Same thing here. So this is the problem, guys. And gold is tied to the AUD. Okay. AUD is tied to gold. So you can see it's in a hot mess itself. Okay. So this is why we need to look over here and take a look and see. So right here you can see this same thing. Chop, chop, chop. Anything to and the Australia is the number one. I think it's the number one producer of gold. And so anything that's happening with gold will automatically impact the AUD. And so you can see how sloppy it's been. The AUD is usually one of my favorite pairs, but you can see how choppy and sloppy it's been. Okay. So not my favorite right now. Okay. Same thing here. See all that chop, chop, chop? Gold. Okay, chop, 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 judo, chop, chop. Okay, so let's move to the JPYs. JPYs gave a nice little setup here to the drop zone. I'm sorry, let me go back to the 4 hour time frame and let's put in their line right here. Even though it's already gone, nothing you can do about that right now. But that was the 1 hour. We can go back here to the 30 minute, and you can even see that that's been choppy, and that's it's just been a mess. I'm telling you guys, the markets has been an absolute mess. So I'm not looking at anything here. Now here's what's interesting. Remember I said that the AUD is tied to gold. Okay, so on the 4 hour time frame, the Euro AUD has been on a tear, then it did a drop, but now it's kind of consolidating. Here's what I want to go and show you guys. Based on this here, looking at it from this standpoint, the 4 hour time frame, and don't worry about this. This is actually not right. My water print or whatever they call it, an indicator, it's not printing correctly. The what indicate what pair we're trading on, but you can see it here in the corner. This is Euro AUD. This is very interesting right here. I'm seeing that it could, and we can see it from the daily time frame, this could sit here and bounce and do a double top up to the upside. Okay. So that's what I think could happen. And if so, that's 192 pips that we're looking at. Okay. So me personally, I know it's also creating a lower highs. Okay. We can see that here. The question is, will it respect it or will it break through right there? So it did wick above there and then it's stuck there. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So now let's go back and look at it from this standpoint. And you can see right here, this is exactly what I was talking about. It's stuck right here. But if it breaks through, then that means it can go up even all the way and retest all the way to the top. Why? Because it's dealing with gold, which is attached to the AUD. So I don't know about that one just yet, to be honest with you guys. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not certain about that. So just wait. This season is going to be a waiting season. Okay. This one, it's nothing here. I don't see anything here on that one yet. We have to wait for the weekend gaps to rebalance before we actually take good looks at things. Okay. This was in a drop, hit support, and now it bounced. How far up it's going to retrace? It could come all the way back up to this level here. Bing. And if that's the case, I will be looking to hit it up in this area, and that'll be at the just say 8,900 area, 8,900, and that's the euro dollar. Okay. So again, these are pulling back up, pulling back up. They dropped sideways and now they're retesting. So it could continue to push up to the upside on these right here. Could is the key word, guys. Could. Okay. We have a nice little slant pattern and break up, and it could stall out. And if it breaks through this resistance level on the Euro CAD, which is on the 1 hour, if it breaks through, then we're pushing up higher as well. So we could have a push to the next level. And what level I'll be looking at is right here, you guys. And that will be at 56.4, the 56.4 level. Okay. Right up here. If it breaks through, that would be the level I'll be looking at. GA. GA, same thing. Anything having to do with the Australian dollar, which is attached to gold, it has been in stuck patterns. Okay. It pushes down and popped right back up. So be careful of that. And the New Zealand is second. It's the third world's largest gold producer. Now, this one looks a little safe. What I'm going to do is keep my eye on this one because right here is where I like it. I like it exactly where it is, right there. So this evening, I'll be taking a look at it and seeing if there's a nice setup for it. If it hasn't broken above that level, see what I'm saying right here? See how it gave that drop? So if it stays stuck in this level, this would definitely be one that I'm keeping my eye on. Definitely, 100%. Is it a good time to get in while the market opens? No, I think it's going to retrace back and consolidate up in this area. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping that it does because, like I said, this evening, after the Asian session has calmed itself down, if it's still sitting in this area, I'm going to smack them cheeks. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, let's go to GCAD. GCAD, I'm not fooling with that one right now. I'm not looking at that one. Okay, so far I'm looking at, you can see I'm still holding my GU pairs. Okay, let me do this. Uncle P down, sexy down. Let me do that. Sexy down. All right, so let's take a look at this one. Why am I holding this one? Because it's constantly clustering in this area right here. Now, what could do, it could pop up and retest this level, which is why my stop is above there. But currently I'm up 14 pips and I've just been holding that thing. I'm just holding that thing. I'm holding that thing, holding that thing. Okay, just holding it because it's a good area, long-term hold. It's nothing I'm going to hold. I'm not going to, if it hits my stop up here, then so be it, But again, it could play in this range or it could break through and hit into this range, which is still my stop is right here. But I think this will be the box that I'm looking at playing within it right here. Okay, right there. That's the box. Y'all see it? Okay, that's the box, the consolidatory box that it's playing in. As long as you stay in that box, we're good, partner. And I'm gonna hold you, and then eventually you got to come on down the hill. Come on down, baby. Come on down. So I'm still in this trade right here, but it's still in the chop box. Okay, so far I'm looking at GU and GN. Okay, let's keep going. This one, NCAD, I do believe that this is going to drop some more. Okay, we had our drop here. Now we have consolidation. And I told you guys, when you have consolidation, it tends to be a continuation. I'll repeat that again. Consolidation is a continuation. So as you can see right here, this consolidated, this drop, consolidated, drop. Same thing when it was on the uptrend. See, look, went up, consolidated, came back and moved up. Consolidated, dropped a little bit and moved up. So right here, it's consolidating. My goal, hopefully it will pull back to the top of this zone right here. This is what I'm hoping for. Come back up to this zone to the top, and then I'll slap you and make you drop. Okay, drop them draws. Drop them, baby. Drop them. No, that ain't nice. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. So that's what I'm looking at on that one, possibly. Okay. So nothing, that one is choppy and sloppy as well. Like I said, it's just chop and slop. It's due to all this political stuff going on. Man, that was a nice trade to the downside right there. Boy, boy, boy. I don't see anything there. I don't see anything on this one either. This one has been in a consolidatory pattern for a very long time. As you can see, this is the 4-hour time frame. I did take a trade on this one and scalped it a little bit, but I was planning on holding it, waiting for that breakout to the upside. But it doesn't look like it's doing anything. So that's why I got out of that trade earlier in the week. Took what I can get and got up out of there. All right, so that's that. And we already went over gold. So those are the pairs. So the main two that I'm looking for you guys this week is going to be GN and GU. Those are my two top favorite ones that I want to date this week. I want to take them out on the date. And I've already started dating GU, but I'm hoping that GN will give me a little something, something. If it stays up in this area, hopefully, I'm hoping it pulls back even more and just retest that. That's what I'm hoping for. We'll see, but I'm hoping that, hey, this little wick was kind of like a noise wick. And when it pulls back up, I'm hoping to pop that thing right there. I'm hoping to pop that thing right there, right there, right there. I like this one right here. Okay. I'm gonna put my stop right above this level right here, which will be right above there. And I'm gonna put it above the box, above my simplicity box. So I'm gonna give it a little breathing room. And that'll be at the 27.5 area, 27.550 area. Okay, give it a little breathing room. Because here's where I'm seeing the matching shoulder. Here's the head up here. Here's a shoulder, and see how it's touching the matching shoulder. You see this area of strong resistance. So I'm hoping that it hangs tight up in this area and try to push it one more time. If so, this is where I'm going to get it. That's where I'm going to get it. And I'm going to hold that thing. Even if it consolidates for a while, that's going to be my favorite. Okay. All right, you guys. So hopefully this video was helpful for you. And like I said, I'll probably be posting some of my futures trades because I love trading the futures market. And we may even launch a service to help you guys out with that. It won't be a copier service. It'll be more of where you can drop in and trade live with us. Jenny trades the futures market. I also trade the futures market. So we may do something to help you guys out because I love, love, love the futures market. It's a totally different animal. It's way, way easy. It's just stupid easy money. And so this will be an additional income that we can produce and help people make. Okay. But we'll talk about it. We'll see. All right. Peace and hair grease. So let me stop sharing and tell you guys thank you for your time today. And I will see you in the next video. Okay. Peace.